I know a lot of you avoid making seafood at home because it can seem a little bit intimidating. So I wanted to share one of my favorite seafood recipes in hopes that you'll step right through that seafood making self-doubt and give it a try. I'm Danny Spees, and for this quick bite, I'm making my pan-seared scallops with a mango black bean salsa. The first thing we're gonna do is make our salsa, and this is something you could easily make ahead of time, and then once mealtime rolls around, all you have to do is sear up your scallops. It's assembly only, so here's what's going in. 1 diced mango, which is about a cup, a fat clove of minced garlic, half of a finely diced red onion, a half cup of black beans that I drained and then rinsed, a little bit of a jalapeno, finely diced. Now you can use a little more or a little less here depending on how hot the jalapeno is and how much you like spice. Half of a diced up red onion, the juice of 1 lime, and you're looking for about 2 tablespoons here, so make sure you've got a nice fat juicy lime, and 2 tablespoons of fresh cilantro. Then just bring that all together and set it aside while we go cook up those scallops. You're gonna need about 3/4 of a pound of scallops for 2 people. And before we cook them, you wanna make sure that these little tendons on the side of the scallop are removed. This is the muscle that attaches the scallop to its shell, and when it cooks up, it gets really tough. So you just wanna pull it off, and you're gonna see that they come off very easily. Now I've got a medium saute pan heating up over a medium-high heat, and to that I'm adding 1 tablespoon of coconut oil. Now I like using coconut oil here for 2 reasons. 1, it's a really stable fat, so using a high heat does not affect the integrity of the oil. And 2, it has a really sweet, mild flavor to it, which just so happens to complement the sweet, mild flavor of the scallops perfectly. Now before we get our scallops into the pan, you want to make sure that you pat them bone dry with a paper towel, because if there's any excess moisture, you're not going to be able to get that golden crispy edge that we want. Then from here, I just season them with a little salt and pepper, and into the pan they go. Now you hear that right there? If your pan is not talking back to you when the scallops go in, you're putting your scallops in too early. Once you've gotten them into the pan, you just want to season the opposite side with a little more salt and pepper. Scallops are very simple to cook, but you do need to watch them because they cook quickly. They only take about 2 minutes or so per side. And you can see that the white starts to rise up on them, and once it gets about halfway, go ahead and flip them over. Okay, it's been 2 minutes and these guys are flipping over. Perfect. You see that brown crispy edge? That is exactly what you want. Seared on the outside, tender and buttery on the inside. Another 2 minutes and these guys are done. It's been another 2 minutes, so I'm gonna shut them off and get them out of the pan. How simple to make, scallops are very delicate, and once they come out of the pan, they continue cooking a bit from that residual heat, which is why you don't need to cook them in the pan for a long period of time, because they will go from tender and butter-like to a rubber ball in no time if you take them too far. Now from here, you want to grab a nice shallow bowl and spoon about a half a cup of salsa right into the bottom, and then top that with about 4 scallops. Simple, nutritious, delicious, and gorgeous. Those scallops are perfect. Crispy on the outside, tender, buttery on the inside, paired with that bright, spicy salsa. This dish is an award winner. For more simple and nutritious recipes, tips, and ideas, be sure to check out cleananddelicious.com. I'm Danny Spees, and I'll see you next time with another quick bite. Now, you're gonna need about 2 gorgonzolas.